Okay, this is what cameras were designed for. This is what photography is all about. Parties, people are interacting, they're showing themselves, they're not thinking about. This is the height of human drama. Now, let me show you how not to take a picture. Hey everybody, look at me. Say cheese, all right. Okay, yeah, that's it, keep smiling. Okay, I want everybody to pose, that's it, beautiful. Okay, now let's get some real pictures. I'm going to be taking candid pictures. They're not going to be looking at me. They're going to be in conversation, they're going to be acting with each other, they're going to be having a good time, and this is where we capture personality. Okay, I am mixing flash and I am mixing outdoor light. I'm walking around, I'm capturing interesting angles. Okay, now we've captured the essence of the party. People are themselves. Once again, we've got outdoor light, we've got indoor light, and we've got candid pictures. This is what it's all about, folks. We're going to continue on with thought in a picture. Now, what I've done in this picture, I've asked the people to look at me and pose for the picture. There's a nice composition here, the table in the center. We've got the pictures behind them. We've got the far window there. Actually added somebody to bring his guitar. It makes a little bit of an interesting prop. It's a good picture. But they're looking at you or me, and what happened here is the party has stopped. This works, but let's see what happens if people aren't paying attention to the camera. Now we have the choice. What we've done here is we've let the people continue. We're having a party. They're involved in their conversations. They're not aware that somebody is looking here. This is more of the environment of a party. There's conversation, people communicating with each other, connecting with each other. On either end of the picture, we have a dog at either side. The woman holding the white dog is looking across. It brings us back and forth. Again, we have the composition of the table and the color here. Color works a lot here too. Notice the gold of the pictures, the orange of the shade over the window, his guitar strap, the young lady in the red. And even though you don't see the woman's face to the side, you catch her profile. You know she's in conversation. You know something's happening here. So we don't need to look at her. We know that she's talking, she's alive, she's experiencing this party, and people are connecting with each other. This captures much more of a party than people looking at the camera. All right, now, even though this picture is slightly blurred, people are in motion. Parties are in motion. People are moving around, they're having a good time. Like with the puppies in the earlier picture, we've let the motion work here now. We've come down also slightly. We're looking more at eye level. The picture's not perfect, but it's still a strong image. Okay, you remember I've discussed about being aware of your environment and look for some interesting objects and interesting angles. Well, while we were shooting this, I noticed the people in the mirror, and I thought, you know what, let's take a completely different approach to this. Now we have the flowers obscuring the people in the front. It's slightly a bit out of focus, but you know what? It's an interesting angle. It tells a slight story. Now these people are no longer aware of anybody taking a picture. It's not a perfect picture, but it's an interesting variation. And the more you vary your pictures, the more interesting pictures you're going to get. We also work with a vertical angle here. You're aware that it's a mirror, and we didn't try to avoid that. What we've done here is we've used the frame of the mirror frame to create another frame. Now you notice the two frames over the subject's head. We have a series of frames here. We have repeating shape. Even though you're not aware of it at first, there's a little bit of a story here, this repetition of shapes. And again, it's slightly out of focus, but we've been careful. We've come down onto the level. We've come up closer to the mirror. We've got the dog in the center, and she comes between the two pictures, or over your subject's head. We have a little bit of obscuring in front with the flowers and the pillows, but again, we're trying for something different here. Work for difference, look for difference. Okay. Now, we're going to experiment again here. What we've done now is we've also kicked in a little bit of flash. We've thrown our light up to the ceiling, And we've washed out our picture a little bit. We still have the framing. It's not as strong as the other two pictures, but it still works. We've considered composition. The pictures go up and down. The picture's a little washed out on the gentleman's forehead. The young lady is slightly distorted. The dog is slightly distorted, but it still works. Again, what we were doing was experiment. We have digital cameras. If the picture doesn't work for you, you're not going to waste any money by eliminating the picture.